Hi everyone, I just finished filming this look, kind of just using products that I would love to use up in my collection or products that I would love to remember to use. I'm going to keep a box of these products on my makeup desk just on top of it so I remember to use them and go through them. I really want to cycle out some of these old products so I can kind of clear out my collection a little bit because a lot of these are my favorites and I love them dearly, but it's so hard to keep up when your makeup collection is constantly growing like mine. I have taken a step back for sure the last few months just because at the end of 2018 I was getting super insane with the amount I was buying, and I'm hoping that this will kind of just make me more mindful about maybe buying products in the future too, because there's a ton of stuff that I have in my collection that really I do need to just use up before I bring anything else on board. Anyway, if you're curious about what I use to achieve this look, and if you're curious about what I have in my collection that has kind of been circulating in and out of my routines for honestly the past few years, and stuff that I've really like beaten and they are like really loved products, definitely keep on watching and I hope that you enjoy the video. So I really want to use up my Glossier Moisturizing Moon Mask. I use this stuff as just a regular moisturizer, like a really intense moisturizer, and I love it. I already have a backup waiting for me to open, so I just need to finish up this one. I already have it on my fingers, but I really only have a tiny bit left. I do want to use up my Smashbox primer water. I really only have a tiny bit left. I like to use this just as like a makeup spray before makeup, during makeup, after makeup. The only way that I would be repurchasing this is if I got it on sale. Other than that, I have MAC Fix Plus coming out. The next product I'm going to be using is the IT Cosmetics CC Cream. I'm using the shade medium right now. It's like my perfect winter shade, like very strong winter shade. I am just about done with this tube of the CC Cream, and when I finish it, I totally will repurchase it. But I have another tube already that is in the shade medium tan. But I adore the IT Cosmetics CC Cream. I think it is a really great product. I recommend it to tons and tons of people. The next product I want to use up is this Makeup Revolution concealer. I don't really have that much left of it. Mine is in the shade C10. I did really like this concealer, but I have tons and tons of other concealers that I would grab before this one. My favorite concealer is the Urban Decay Naked Skin. And I kind of just feel like if I have that one back stock, like if I have so many of those, I would have no reason to purchase this one again. I mean, it's a great drugstore concealer. And I do really recommend it to people whenever they come into Ulta and they want an affordable concealer. I like this one a lot, but I don't think I'll be repurchasing it. I just have tons of other concealers. So the next product I would love to use up is the MAC and Patrick Star powder that they came up with. Even though I love this powder so much, it really is time for me to just finish it. The powder was limited edition. I'll never be able to get it again, so I might as well just use it and enjoy it while it's still good. The powder is beautiful though. I did read somewhere that this powder is really just a mix of translucent and peach, two powders that MAC already sells. So I think what I could do is, if I'm like in the place financially, I could buy both of the powders and then mix them together and make my own. Then I would have one giant powder. One giant great powder. I do think this powder is gorgeous though. Like, they did such a good job. I don't know why they wouldn't make a product like this permanent. Kind of drives me crazy. Because powder is one of those things, like if you find a good one and you like it, you're gonna stick with it. I just don't understand why they would do that. But anyway, I'm wasting like precious goods right here. I'm gonna just move on to my brows really quickly. I'm going to be using the Anastasia brow powder in soft brown. I bought this when I was going through a phase that I wanted my eyebrows to be really light. Like I felt like it looked better on my face. And I can understand where I was coming from, but also it's just not in the cards for me. So I do just want to use this powder up, even though it is a little bit too light for me. I have totally like hit pan on it a little bit. I also want to use up the boy brow in black. I am not sure if I'm gonna end up repurchasing it. Not because I don't love boy brow. I will repurchase boy brow till the end of freaking time. But the shade black, I just like can't tell if I like it. I love the brown. Sometimes the brown is just like a little bit too light in my opinion. But sometimes I think the black is too much. It doesn't look too much now since the brow powder that I used was so light. So they kind of work together really well. I feel like it's too dark to wear alone almost. I don't know. I would really like to use up my Urban Decay Primer Potion, specifically in the shade Eden. I feel like I'm probably pretty close to using it up, maybe. I love the Urban Decay Primer Potions, but the original is fine for me. Eden is cool and all, but honestly, I don't like my eyes to be this blanked out, I guess. I kind of like when my natural eyes are peeking through, like my natural skin on my eyes are peeking through. Like I feel like I look crazy. Like I don't think that this looks good at all. Who remembers Rubenesque Paint Pot? Like everyone else, used to be so obsessed with MAC paint pots. Rubenesque was everybody's favorite. This paint pot is so old, I'm probably going to get an eye infection. I honestly probably just could have used the paint pot as my primer. Stupid. Ugh, these layered on top of each other are kind of gross. Unfortunately, you cannot get this palette anymore. If you could, I would be exclusively using this palette and exclusively be recommending this palette to everybody. It's perfect. It's the Anastasia Master Palette by Mario. Thank you so much, Rima, for buying this palette for me for my birthday a few years ago. I love it. It's seriously like the most thoughtful eyeshadow palette. Like every eyeshadow color in this palette is so usable and they all go together perfectly. There's not anything more perfect than this. I just don't use it that often because it's limited edition, but I did want to add it to this collection of products I'm putting together because I would like to give it more attention. It's beautiful, and I really hope one day Anastasia or Norvina or Mario decides to smart up and bring this palette back. One good thing about Eden is it is a great product to cut the crease with. I'm gonna take the shade Paris and put it on my eyelid. Oh, like come on. That went on so beautifully creamy. I just wanted to spray my face really quick because I felt like I was getting like, I don't know, like almost too powdery. What I'm gonna use next on my eyes is the Urban Decay Space Cowboy eyeshadow, their Moon Dust eyeshadow. This one broke, so I'd really love to use it up so that I can get a non-broken one. But I love these so much. I think that they're so stunning. Like, honestly, I think anyone who uses like makeup even a little bit should get one of these, like especially in this color. It's so wearable. It's like such a fun and easy way to use glitter. Can you guys tell how beautiful it is? Should I ruin this look by using eyeliner? No. So I'm finished up with my eyes now. I'm going to move on to the rest of my face. I'm of course going to be using the Becca Bronzed Bondi. This is my favorite bronzer I've ever tried in my whole entire life. I've hit pan on it and it's lasted me a very long time. And I use it like every single day. Will I be repurchasing this bronzer? Yes, I 100% will be. I love it. When I finish it up, I think I will try and go a little bit without it just because I have other bronzers. Like I have NARS Laguna, that's beautiful. Benefit Hoola, which might be too light for me by the time I finish this one, which might be within the next few months maybe. I don't know. But I definitely will try and hold off as long as possible from buying a new one, but like this one is gorgeous. I love it so much. Like it even blends on top of cream products flawlessly. A blush I would love to use up is my Clinique Cheek Pop in Fig Pop. So mine broke. She is really just trying to hold on for dear life. I love this blush though. I already have a new one and she is just waiting for this old one to finish up. It's gotta be one of my favorite blushes. It's so easy. It's like a perfect color. Next product I would love to use up would be my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Soft and Gentle, a true classic. One of my favorite highlighters of all time. This is just really loved. I would love to use it up and buy the new packaging, even though the new packaging is kind of like old now. I've had this highlighter for maybe 5 years. People probably think that's so gross, but like powder is powder. I don't know what you want me to tell you. But oh my god. That's just so, that's so pretty. It like gives you that ultimate wet cheek look. Do you just love that? Oh, I do. On my lips, I'm going to be using a lip liner from MAC, and this is the lip liner in Spice. I have really loved this little guy. I will totally be repurchasing it. I've been trying so many new products lately, and I've kind of forgotten, like, not forgotten about this, but it's kind of even been pushed to the back a little bit. But oh my god, like, that color is gorgeous. But now I want to try and use up this lip product from Bite Beauty. It was like a holiday thing a couple of years ago, and it was this duo-ended lipstick, and I ended up really loving both of the shades in it. But if you can see, the lipstick kind of like falls apart. But I would love to use these up because they are beautiful. I want to put them to use, but I don't want them in my collection anymore because they are like this. Oh my gosh. I really might as well throw this away. Oh, that's a really good lip combo. So the last product that I'm going to be using to just set my face is the Too Faced Hangover RX 3-in-1 Replenishing Primer and Setting Spray. I have really enjoyed this product. There's really not that much left of it. I really like the smell of it. I think it's very, very refreshing. I would repurchase it if I got it on sale. So this is the finished look. This is my full face using products that I would love to kind of just go through and use up, put to rest, just to kind of remember to use. There's a bunch of good things that kind of get forgotten or are on their last leg and they just really need to push through so that they can finally get thrown out. I really hope that you liked this video. I hope that it maybe inspired you for you guys to kind of go through your collection, find those items that only have a little bit more product left and just use them up, get rid of them. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Go ahead and leave a comment down below on any products that maybe you're interested in using up. I'm super curious to see like what your kind of hardcore favorites are and maybe if you're going to be repurchasing them. Definitely go ahead and subscribe if you want to be notified whenever I post a new video, and hopefully I see you next time.